Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are at the next topic of how to choose a move while playing the game, and this is a very important topic but a very neglected one. And generally what happens, as the player becomes stronger, he realizes the importance of following this technique. So what is the method? We need to simply use the methods of calculation whatever we have learnt, but we will add some more filters. So we calculate first, then we compare the lines which we have calculated, and then we choose from the lines the one which gives us the best evaluation wise or practical chance wise, depending upon the situation. So without going into some long discussion about it, let's look at this example here. It's black to play, and at first what we see, black has some simple way of playing, just rook takes a3. So when you have a look at this position, what happens? A weaker player just says, okay, I get the pawn, rook a3, no tactics on me, okay fine, my position is good, let's take the pawn and good to go. Okay, but maybe he is missing out some better possibility, maybe there was some other tactics, so he would not even bother looking at some other lines. This kind of approach is only okay while playing against beginners and when we are in acute time pressure. Otherwise, even in time pressure, this kind of play will result into poor games and bad results. Okay, what are the other options for black? Many will say, okay, there is rook h d8 also. First, let's attack the bishop, make it move, and then take rook a3. See, this is option 2. And what is 3? Just go bishop c4. And if white takes rook c4, I will take rook d2. So the opposite colored bishop element is gone. And simply we are pawn up. Although white rook is little better, but I am a pawn up. Okay. So this is generally the way of doing. But with just this much calculation, but the things will fall totally flat. Okay. So there could be a scenario that opponent simply sees more than us, and then we are already in some kind of trap. So what we have to do, we have to see till at least 3 plays or ensure that the forced moves are over. So let us take these variations into bit detail. After rook takes a3, what happens here? Just see, nothing big. White just moves the bishop away. Black is clearly better. He can play the move rook d8. But see, the play is a long drawn game here. There is no draw in sight for white, but see, the game is a long drawn process. So there is nowhere a forced win or anything, and the position didn't simplify also. So this couldn't be a best choice, I think. Let's see what the master does and how he chooses. The second is the rook d8. Rook d8 is so obvious. It's like improving the previous line, but there are two issues here. One is the bishop c1, which is just simple. See, black has some initiative, but white can just do f3 or h3, and see, there is no backrank situation over there. And at the most, see what has happened, black's advantage has become slightly better, which he was anyway having at first. The very interesting line would have been bishop c3 here, to which bishop c4, bg7, the play looks sharp, but here black can either go b5, which is a good option. Now see, many will say black is clearly better here. Indeed he is, because a3 is weak now, and see, the bishop is powerfully placed. So if any move like bb2, there is rd2. Means the rooks are, both the rooks are attacked, rook d2, rook d2. So that position is also almost winning perhaps for black. But still we will say that this game can go on. White will not play bp2, and white could easily play the line bishop c1 over. So because of bishop c1, we will keep this line at hold. The third line that black sees is bishop c4. In fact, in the game, black saw bishop c4 first because it's an obvious capture. So rook a3, bishop c4 and rook d8, this should be the order, the way we should see. Black saw bishop c4, rook c4, rook d2. This is one of the variations. Other move would be to bishop f4, just move the bishop to f4. We'll come to that. So bishop c4, rook c4, rook d2, rook f c1, c7 is attacked. If we have to play rook d3 to d7, then the position becomes bit passive. Black is better definitely, but it's bit passive. So black may play c6, and after b5, many students tell me, oh, now the c6 pawn is gone, all the advantage is lost. But it is a bit hasty to decide just over here. As I said, you have to see till the forced moves are not over, and black has a very strong move here. As we always discuss, check, capture, attack, and the fourth is threat. So rook h d8. See, no time to take on c6 because rook d1 mates. And after g3, we just trade the rooks with check. And after g3, black just trades the rook with rook d1 check and then just plays kc7. Let's play these moves and see now. Another line we needed to look is at bishop f4, where we already saw the move b5, which can give great advantage this time. We will see why. So see, after rook c4, rook d2, rook h, rook f c1, c6, good move, b5, rook h d8, and this is indeed the good move now. After g3, the rooks get traded with checks and ck c7, resulting in a much simpler position as compared to the previous lines. And we see that after bc, the pass pawn is readily created. White may not play bc instantly, he can play a4, but soon after rook d5, we will compel white to take on c6, and see, with this passed pawn, his game will be very easy to convert as compared to the other lines. See, that is what we need to do. Calculate, compare and choose. So finally we have the last line here. After the move bishop c4, bishop f4, there are again two very interesting lines. One, I showed you the move b5, and other is the deadly tactical see, rook d4, which looks unnecessary tactic at first, but see, after the move bishop e3, the move bishop f1, bd4, many feel that the pawn is lost, right? Bishop attacked, a7, g7 all attacked, but see the move rook d8. This move is so good now. See, if the bishop moves, then just see rook d1, and there are multiple threats. bd3 winning the rook, bd3 is also checkmate, so there is no defense out here. It means if the bishop cannot take on g7, then after king f1 we see rook d4. This rook game is also very similar to the previous one. a3 is weak, so rook d3 will be there. And here we can see that pawn up plus relatively easy rook game, single rook game. So black should expect to win this one. So that is why see, black chose the move bishop c4. So in future I will be bringing more such lessons where we will have to calculate, compare and choose. Do let me know how you found this lesson in the comments below. Thanks for your time.